Hi guys, so I've been trying to film this video all week. It's Friday now. I'm in pickup for school and still haven't gotten it filmed. So I figured, you know what? I've got time. Mia really wanted to leave. She was giving me a hard time, which I'm going to get into in this video. So she's actually having a snack and watching the Lego Movie 2 while we sit and pick up, which is fine, which I think is kind of funny. There is like a crap ton of people and school doesn't get out for like 20 minutes and there's still so many people. So anyways, I want to try to do this video quick because, like I said, we're in pickup line. So something that's been a struggle lately, and if you've been watching some of my vlogs, I think it was not my last one. It might have been my last vlog. I talked about how we are potentially moving. Ed has been traveling. Today is actually the end of the 4th week in a row that he's traveled. Next week he is not traveling. As of this morning, that could have changed, but as of this morning, he's not traveling next week. And it has been hard. Not personally, honestly, I don't mind him being gone all week. It's not that big of a deal to me. I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but it's more like he can't help me during the week because of his hours. He leaves at 5:45 in the morning and he could get home anywhere between 6:30 and 8:30 at night. So sometimes later. Therefore, he's really not helping me during the day because he's working. So he's coming home. He's leaving, the kids have just woken up. And when he gets home, most of them are in bed, if not all of them are in bed. So he's really, he doesn't help me during the week. And it's not that he doesn't want to, it's just his hours, which is fine. So for me, it's not that big of a deal for him to be gone all week. But for the kids, it was really tough. The first 2 weeks, it was fine. The first week, we all had the flu. The second week, we were all recovering from the flu. So we were all still like really tired. The boys did go to school, but because they were better, but you know, still very tired. Mia had gotten the flu the second week. She had the flu the second time. So it was just a lot of that and trying to get back in the swing of things. Well, last week was week 3, and that is when all 3 kids started to feel the pull of daddy being gone. And like I said, they usually don't see him in the evening, but in the mornings, my kids are early risers. So they're up anywhere between 5 and 5:30 now. It used to be 4 and 4:30. So let me tell you, 5:30 is like amazing. So they're up early. So they do usually get to see him, which is great. They do get that little time, even though they're still like waking up, but they still got to see him. And I guess my husband and myself did not realize how that little time that they got to see him was so important to them, because now they're not getting that, and it was really messing with them. Both boys were having behavior issues at school last week. They were giving me a hard time, and when I finally sat down with each of them and my husband Skyped them to try to figure it out too during the week, we realized that they were starting to miss him. And I think it was mostly because when he was coming home for the weekends, those first couple of weeks, because we were all sick or recovering from the sickness, he didn't do anything. Like, he didn't take them to go do something special, or like when he actually didn't even run errands, but like if he went to go do something, usually he'll take one of the boys with him and like trade off. He didn't do that those first 2 weeks he was gone, because the first week we were sick. I was still sick that weekend, so he stayed home. You know, he was home helping me. And then the second week, it was like we were in recovery mode, so he was, you know, helping me clean and, you know, taking care of the kids. So we really just didn't realize it. So last weekend, Ed made sure he did something special with each one of the boys individually. Mia is just attached to him when he is home. So he went out with them. When he left the house, he did it while she was napping. And we realized that that's what they needed. They need just a little time. Like, I think this weekend, I think tomorrow he's taking them to go get donuts for breakfast. So he's going to take them. But we really it didn't dawn on us, because he has not traveled this consistently in so long, that we forgot that he has to do those little things on the weekend to kind of get that one-on-one time that they do crave. Not just, you know, playing games, you know, playing with them all weekend. He needs to go do that one-on-one time, whether it's just Robert helped him do a project, and, you know, he took Jeffrey to go run an errand. And honestly, they were fine after that. And this week, you can definitely tell as the week goes on, like they start to count down how many days till Daddy comes home. This morning, they actually had a delay at school due to, we had snow and rain last night and it froze. So we had a 2-hour delay because of the ice. And because of that, they thought that there was going to be no school today. And they were hoping that Daddy would come home early. And I'm like, no, you've got school and Daddy will be home later. So it's been really tough in that way. I feel like the kids' behavior is what's the hardest for me. It's not really him being gone. It's dealing with them, and especially her. It took me a little bit to realize it, but Mia is the same age. She's 18, well, she'll be 18 months old next week. She is the same age that Robert was when Ed moved down here to South Carolina, when we were still in Massachusetts. He came down first, got a new job, and, so he was down here for 8 weeks before the rest of us moved, just because, our apartment that we were getting down here, it wasn't available to a certain date. Our lease was up at the same time up in Massachusetts. So he just came early. It was just the situation. So he came early, and sorry, I'm hoping the one's a little warm. He came down early. So he was down here for 8 weeks, actually to the day, before we were all together again. And Robert had a very, very hard time. He was 18 months old, and I remember he was tough. He always wanted to talk to Ed on the phone. He wanted to Skype. She's the same way. She wakes up in the morning, and because of Ed's schedule, like I said, he works all day long. He has to Skype in the morning before he leaves the hotel for work, because that's the only way he's going to get to Skype with the baby, and sometimes the boys too. So we definitely realized that, like, she gets up and she wants, like this morning, she woke up in tears and wanted to talk to Ed immediately. Like, I couldn't even change her diaper. She wanted to talk to him. So I'm like Skyping him, seeing if he's awake, and I Skyped just to see if that would help her. It did calm her down, even though he was not awake yet. And I'm like, Daddy will call us when he wakes up. He happened to just be in the bathroom getting ready, and he didn't hear his phone. So it's stuff like that. Like, it definitely gets to them towards the end of the week. Like yesterday, she was a little tough too. I think part of it, like this morning, was also she had shots yesterday, so she's a little grumpy from the shots, and I think that that's part of it. It's compounding everything. So for me, this is the hardest part, is dealing with the kids missing him so much. Hopefully there won't be like a month at a time where he's gone. I mean, thankfully he is home on the weekends, but it's just very tough, and it has been very hard for me. I'm like thoroughly exhausted at the end of the day, and it's hard. It's been hard to do anything else because she's so upset that he's gone that she's attached to me, even though she was before. She's more now. So like, I can't really get much done unless she's napping, and naps haven't been going well. And by the end of the day, I'm just so spent that like sitting to do a video is just, it's just not gonna happen. So I've been trying to vlog more. I'm trying to just do what I can. It's really tough right now. I'm really having a hard time. I'm hoping it's going to get better, but bear with me if I am like a hot mess in these videos, because it's just the phase it's in right now. So that's it. And there's a little girl sticking her head out of the car looking at me funny. Like, I think she's like, I feel funny vlogging in public, even though I'm in my car. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. It's been really tough. It's hard with him traveling, but like I said, she was talking back there. Are you okay? Oh, did you drop your pretzels? She dropped them. Oh! You just jumped them out of the bag in between your legs. That's about right. That's why there's always pretzels in my car, all over the place. So anyways, so that's kind of what's been going on. It seems, I'm hoping the weeks and weeks of him gone aren't going to be all the time. And like I said in my last video, we're potentially moving to where he's been going for work, to that terminal. So that'll obviously, yes, dad. So that'll make life a lot easier, but that'll still be a few months before that'll happen. We wouldn't move until the summer. I don't want to disrupt the boys' school year, which I think is important at this point where, I mean, we're almost done February. We're going to be into March. It's not worth disrupting them at this point in the school year. I mean, I understand they're only kindergarten, first grade, but let's just finish off the school year and then we can start new next year. So yeah, so that's why if my vlogs feel like I'm a hot mess, and that's kind of why. It's been tough. It's been really, really tough. I feel like I've said it's been tough like a ton of times in this video. But anyways, we are going to get the boys in a couple minutes, right, Mia? We're going to get Jeffrey and Robert. Oh, yep, the buses are leaving, which means we'll start moving soon. So anyways, thank you guys for listening to this rant event. I would say it's more of a vent, but I will talk to you guys in our next video. Bye.